Dear brothers, sisters, friends, and elders, good evening. We are welcome to you in History of Rajputs Officials, and this is episode number 17th and part 2 of Rajput column, mean Gotein. So, friends, that an English newspaper from Bombay writes that a strange and poor custom has been going on in the eastern region of Sindh for 400 years, that Muslim men of a nation do not marry any Muslim woman, but they marry Hindu women of the Rajput nation. The men of the Hindu Rajput nation come to the state and find Hindu wives from themselves from Rajputana. They were never marry their own people and give their daughters to Hindus. The children born the Hindu women of this nation and their Muslim consequences adopt the Muslim religion. Their mothers, however, remain Hindus for a long time. They go to the temples and worship, but the life with the Muslim consequences, their children are the boys among their children are also of the same nation. Hindu women are given a bya, mean nikah, but girls are given a nikah in other Muslims nation at that time. Secretarians, Muslims, scholars, and fantastic Hindu mar arrived in this era, and the scholars have explained to the Muslims that marriage with a woman from the east was not permissible. The Mahasabhi had the right to disturb the honor of the Rajputs, but both the nations refused to listen to them, and this custom has continued till now. And a person from a Gujranwala, this is for example also, we giving you Amir Baksh, his name was Amir Baksh, mentioned the work of a person who had bought land in Moza Kuthali. Now, on 1st October 1930, and the collector of Gujranwala transferred that land in his name. He refused. For no good reason, he refused without any reason that only Kashmiri was written with his name in the papers. The plaintiff, Ma Porson, and filed a claim against this decision. On 12th November 1932, in the name of Rai Bahadur Lala Barkat Ram, MBE, sub-judge of Gujranwala, and in the main claim, he wrote that the plaintiff ancestors, they came from Kashmir and settled in this town. And there were farmers there, landowners and Rathore Rajputs, according to the spirit of the law of transfer of land. Rajputs are cultivators in the district. Therefore, the order to refuse to the transfer is not necessary. The decision of this case was given in favor of Medina on 7th April 1933. 14 witnesses appeared in the court on behalf of the Median, who stated the Medina is in Kashmir, and a Rajput, Karmachand, special Kanugos, Gujranwala, said that the plaintiff and their ancestors are only Kashmiris in the property papers, but their Rathore is not listed. Rathore is a Rajput, and they are cultivators in this district. The Secretary of State, Collector, and the sales enumerators of the plaintiff presented 6 fathers on their behalf, who said that the plaintiff is a Kashmiri in the property papers. These Kashmiris are listed in the property papers, therefore they are non-cultivators. The court read the following words and ruled in favor of the plaintiff, that Amir Baksh was the real plaintiff in the papers. Only Kashmiris are listed, but everyone has the right to health at all times. Goats, etc., are not usually written and they are not considered in court papers either, but the name of general caste are written. Like Khatri and Radha, Jat, Afghan, Rajput, etc. Kashmiri is not a caste, and this word can be applied to any person who is a member of a Kashmiri family, and probably this is the same way as different nations in Punjab are called Punjabis. Median has presented old Kafza of 1858 and 1914, in which he is Rathore Rajput. Since Kashmiri is not a caste and Median has proven himself to be Rathore Rajput, therefore I give this degree that he is the Rathore Rajput on the History of Kashmiri Nation, page 514 and 515. You can read the research reason, name and origin of the word Rathore. Katshri Chathari means one who makes chithars, like Sab Chatar Chinwar, Tari Chinwar, the one who is called a Dharna. It means the one who is called a Dharna is a famous thing. Chaudhry Nazir Ahmed Khan, the late lawyer of Jaipur, believers the word Chaudhry is an abbreviation of a Shanardari. We are talking about Chaudhry. Chaudarab is associated with the country and Chunar with the Umbra, and the word Chunar Dari has become Chaudhry according to the supporters, so that his word has been reserved for the Umbra players. Later, during the region of Jalaluddin Akbar, Raja Tondomal established the Bandobast department in India and imposed fines of the collection of taxes which are named and descended according to the word Chaudhry of the ruler of the country. Now let's talk about the differences between Rao and the Chaudhry. Rao Abdul Rahman Khan, special magistrate, says in one article that one only differences between Rao and the Chaudhry is that the children of the elder brother are called Rao and the children of the younger brother are called Chaudhry. For example, of rights, that just like in Kala Noor and Vahanan, both the words are used interchangeably. And why do Rajput wear umbrellas like this? The reason is that function of the umbrella was to protect the country and mention the empire. The other name of the umbrella is Rajput. There was a custom in the Aryan nation that the Raja Allah was chosen from among the nations, and when he died, his prayer was made an umbrella. This custom became so common that a part of the one who established the throne, umbrellas would also be made on the graves of his descendants, due to which his name became Chahatri and Chatriwala. Chatriwala. From this group, Syria, every Rajput claims to be Chatri and a Nasr. When the father died, his own quickly built a magnificent umbrella in his memory. He kept as much money as the could in the constructions and blindfolded each successor in this work. His son quickly built a magnificent umbrella in his memory, in his grave. He spent as much money as the could on the constructions. Every successor did not pay attention to the money in this work. Rather, he asked that this father's umbrella be made so magnificent that all the previous umbrella would be rejected. If the treasury were impeded due to the disaster, the Rajput would say that in the Ahad government, the umbrella of a great man would be made higher and higher, considered that the simplicity, glory, and passion will be divided into 12 parts. Some kings and the Maharajas are not the characteristics of kings and Maharajas in the art stories. The memorial of the brave man built in the shapes of the umbrella. Suryavanshi. Now we are Suryavanshi like Chandravanshi. There is a famous band. This nation had a different name. Takshak. Takshak is called a snake in Sanskrit. That is why it is also called a snake. In Takshak, Maharaja Paranjit Wali attacked Ahad Raja Yadshadra and got the name Maulvi Zafar Hazrat. Writes in the Manas Atawa, a yearbook, that as far as in the understood, Takshak is the common title of the nation from which two different branches of the nation emerged and who conquered India from the time to time. Chandragupta, who fought against Sikandar Azam, was the king of the Mahara dynasty. This Mahara nation was a branch of the Taksham nation in western India. The fifth day of the Ajal Park of same Sama is dedicated to the Nag Puja. Hindus believe that this is the holy day of the Nags, means snakes. On this day, one or more ideas of Sama are brought in every Hindu family and each worship a special vessel of copper, brass or silver is required. Flowers, rice and crushed sandalwood are all circuited around it. Hush home is adorned with flowers, fruits, milk and other Asian spices are offered as offering. The ideal is lit all around. Nag Puja is very popular in Ghaziabad, Gujarat. Nag Puja is also common in Nupuyahan. The word Nag is known to everyone. Even the Nagish stories of Nags are often told. Those places like Nagpur, Nagkot, etc. remind us more of the Nags, mean snakes. The festival of Nag Punjabis is celebrated with great enthusiasm till today. Many people in North India are known as Kasiya Nag in the mountains regions of the Himalayas. Nags and highly respected the Kamais Negas, Tangniks of Sindh, Khatris, Pramars of Western India and Gotams, Rajputs and Kasiya Apels of Assam and considered to descendants of the Nags. Nags are often mentioned in the sacred texts and the Hindus and Buddhists. the inhabitants of the Andaloka were none other than nags and gods. Once they had a great bloody battle which is shown by their victory of the Maharaj Gaddar. In the war of Maharaj Gaddar, apart from Vishu and Kali, the third Naga was able to survive. It is written in the Mahabharata that Virajan married Tippi, the daughter of Vishu Nag. When his daughter Parakash was killed by the poison of the Takshanak, Maharaja Jamiji took revenge on his father, and all the Nags were burned to the ashes and turned to the dust. Maharaj Krishna made Kali Nag, who ruled near Mathura, his successor. It is written in the Padma Purana. The Maharaj Kachatru Gita's son Dirajan non-constituted the people and married the daughters of Nag Basha to himself, his brothers. The history of the Nags states that from 600 BC to 106 BC, the Nags ruled the Sheshnag, Nanda, and Surya families. Our famous families of the Nags, Mr. Gangaram, found out from various Sikh sources that the Nags ruled in the first and second centuries. Rai Sahib, Pandit Nagzarda, Nag and Vasu writes that after their destructions of the Shahad dynasty of the Nag family also become the honor of the fairs of the people of North India. The Raj Trijangi came to the Kashmir, that the region of the Nag dynasty of the Kazkot lasted from 617 to 900. According to some historian, the friend and supporter of Alexander Azam, Maharaja Takshila was the initiator of the Nags. The Panjarachal Rishi and Brahma Hanuman are also considered as the jewels of the Nag family. Raja Urjan was a jewel of the Nag family. Maharaja Shevan and Raja Rastolo are said to be descendants of the Nags. In the Islamic era of the people of Nag nation were the rulers of the East Bengal, Assam and the Diskanan. Raja Harihar and Sardar Bakara were the descendants of the Nags who founded the Nags during the reign of the Mughals. Tashkent has originally Takshak Khand, the fort of Karkarkot. Nag is Samarkand is a big emirate still today. The influence of the Padma Nag in Kashmir and the Karkot Maker in the state of Jaipur are the monuments of Padma Nag. And Karkot Nags, the story of the Katana Nag is such as a word that has been used in some form of the other since very every ancient times, even though many misconceptions have been spared about it today. Their worship is still going on there. Now the question is, who were the Nags? What is the connection of the Hindus with them? In this mark, we are keeping this and behind this in the next episode. God willing, we will explain it to you. So the next episode, so friends, we want permission until next week. We will explain it in further in Urdu. And that Urdu, again we will translate in next day in Sunday like today. Please give us permission until that time, God willing. Goodbye.